hope everyone is well. Today I'm going to be vlogging about friendship. I know it's not the norm. We're not talking about aviation or bracelet, although I am wearing my beautiful double P shoe today, needing that extra protection and strength to get me through today. Today's going to be a hard video just because I'm letting go of someone in my life that's been very dear to me, and I've made that choice because of recent circumstances. Now this person may recognize him or herself in this video. I don't want to point any fingers and make them feel awkward, but I feel like sharing this video may help some of you going through the same. Now this person has been in a lot of toxic relationship and never truly embraced who this person was. Wonderful person, great qualities, go-getter, has so much going for this person. I'm trying not to be gender specific, but this person had a great heart, all right, and we developed a great friendship, and which went beyond like just normal friends. I think there was a connection there. I think this person got me and I got that person too. We got each other, you know, and we spent a lot of time together. Unfortunately, the recent events showed me that I don't know how to say it. I just felt like this person was self-destructive in so many ways, whether it was her verbal inner thoughts or inner action, as well as her physical action, which were basically attacking her well-being, her physique, her body. She just was not accepting of herself due to, again, the toxic relationship that she lived in the past. I try to be her rock. Well, I said her, so you know. I try to be there for her. I was there through it all. I saw it. I saw the transformation, just like a swan, going from someone that had so much hatred for her situation, the person that did her wrong, to transforming herself into this beautiful exterior. Okay, but the question was, at what cost? Not only was there a lot of physical changes in her, but there was a lot of interior changes. Okay, I was hoping for a while that there was a higher self-esteem that was going to come from that exterior, but at the end of the day, if you do not love yourself, if you don't accept yourself, if you can't forgive yourself for the past and move on, that hatred stays within you and eats at you, no matter how beautiful you can look on the outside. So I saw this person self-destruct little by little, regardless of her beautiful exterior. And then I saw a little more as we spent more time together, how this destructive demeanor was eating at her with different issues that she had as far as eating and self-image. So there was a lot more that went on than just, you know, some work done on herself personality-wise. So it was physical, but then it started being more like what she ingested, going to how she perceived the world. There was a lot of negativity surrounding her state of mind, and and I felt that although she was a great person, her entire persona had changed. Now I've seen this, and I was always trying to be supportive and try to be there for her without reminding her all the time of the abuse that she was putting her body through. And I think she knew, but she just didn't want to hear it, which is fine. I respected that until it got uncomfortable for me. When you love someone, the last thing you want to see is for them to self-destruct. And I have this motherly nature that I want to protect. I'm obviously a mom, so all I wanted to do was to help her and be there for her and love her, nurture her. And in anybody that had hurt her in the past, whether it's herself hurting her or people in the past relationship, I was very protective of her. Unfortunately, that backfired. She took her anger on me and left me questioning our relationship. Now, I'm not one to give up on relationship. I think relationships are hard to find. So when you do find someone amazing, you stick to them. I have friends that I've been friends with for 10 to 15 years, and we have some mutual respect for one another. Although we have gone through ups and downs, they never crossed the line, okay? Which is really important, because what you say in a fight, sometimes you can't take back. Just because words they're like daggers, they can get through the heart, and sometimes the heart may heal, but not completely. And so you always have that weighing heavy on you. So me being the protective person that I am, I was overly protective for her own good. And I think that got me into a lot of trouble with this person, because she retaliated, and instead of retaliating on what had happened to her and the people that truly hurt her, she retaliated on me. Now, anyone could say, well, that's fine. She was just, she's got a lot of stress and she's been through so much. But I think there was such a period of time where there was so much healing on her side that we were past that, where our bond and friendship was stronger than any of that abuse that she suffered. And I know I don't discredit people with abusive relationship. I can't speak for myself, because I'm one to give up real quickly if I see there's some abuse, whether it's verbal or physical. And this relationship that I have with this person is no exception. I did feel aggression and abuse in a way, because I was told that she would just walk away from this, and that, it was basically on me if I wanted to throw away our long-term friendship that we had. I was put in a predicament that was really awkward, and to make amends, because we still had some time together during that trip that we took together, I tried to make the best out of it. Now, stepping back, I just felt like this is not something that I want to be in a situation with this person again. I've been in somewhat a verbal abusive relationship, not so much calling names and whatnot, but more manipulative. Why are you not trusting me? The problem is on you, blah, 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 when this person was actually cheating on me. So that kind of abuse, all right, because abuse comes in different form. I felt from this person that she turned a lot of the problems that she was living on me. Like, I wasn't the one that was understanding, because I didn't understand what she went through, and I was quick to blame her for her mishaps and hurtful years with this abusive person. Now, I've seen firsthand how she spoke to this person, because I've been with her, and I remember she was just as abusive as well, because I could hear the bad words, I could hear the swear words, I could hear the curse words. I mean, this person was very aggressive toward that person that may or may not have abused her verbally, or also was cheating on her. So it goes both ways, obviously, and I'm not saying she's not a victim. I know she is, but also, it takes two, all right? And she could have also provoked a reaction of abuse when you start calling people names and you treat them bad, as a response to them disrespecting you, when in fact you could just walk away. But she stayed there and spoke her truth and was very violently defending herself and mistreating this other person as well. So it was like a mutual back and forth in that relationship and in that aspect. So I don't discredit her abusive past with this person, but what I don't encourage and I don't understand is when you see this, you were a victim of this, you walk away from the situation, you heal from this situation, you work on yourself, you made so many changes, and then decide to go back just because it's something that you want to do for yourself, because you want to see if there's still that spark, because you want to revisit that past that kind of you might have missed, or now that you're a better person, maybe you are presenting someone new to this person that may or may not appreciate you or close the chapter for you. Now, I didn't respond well to that situation when I heard it, because I know the hurt and the pain that she had been through. And I was there for the 2 years and 3 years that, it took from that separation. And I was going through a separation, so I was trying to be as supportive as I could, because I know the pain that it carried and how much work that had to be done, only to go back to this abuser who was made out to be such an amazingly negative, opportunist, verbal violent person. So given the fact that all that time goes by and you've worked on yourself only to go back to get validation, that hurt me, and it bothered me because I knew how much work this person had to do physically and mentally to get to the point that she was at, only to give herself again to this person who obviously would not appreciate her, and just made her feel second best. So I, being the caring and loving person that I am and protective, I jumped at the opportunity to tell her that, she didn't need that validation from this person, and this person didn't deserve the new her, the new worked and improved her. Someone needed to appreciate her for who she was, and she still needed time to heal and to kind of improve herself as far as mentally and physically, because she still wasn't there. She was still wounded, just like I am from my divorce. You don't heal overnight. It takes time. You don't take 15 years and forget it. Her relationship was a little shorter, but it still takes time to heal. Now, being vulnerable that she went back, and the outcome was negative, of course. We didn't anticipate anything better, but I think because she was back in that abusive cycle of, does he love me? Why isn't he giving me what I need? I don't even feel like he wants me back. And like that whole insecurity wheel that she was going to go through again made me not angry, but made me question her and what the healing process has taught her, because I feel like we were just back to square one. So I verbally shared my concerns because I care, and I was basically chewed for that, like literally chewed, and that caught me off guard, because there's ways to talk to people, and I was literally screamed at and violently treated, and I was devastated. I was really, really devastated. And my question now is, can I come back from this? And I'll be honest with you, I don't think I can. Now, I don't want to add to the fire and message this person, let her know how I feel, just because I don't think there's anything that we can say to make things right. I think moving forward, we would just be stepping on each other's toes, or just stepping on eggshells, I think, just because I would be scared of saying the wrong thing. Now, when you start wondering, am I doing the right thing? Am I stepping on someone's toes? Am I saying the right thing? If you're constantly conscious of what you need to say, then you know that that is not someone you want to be with, just because want to be yourself, right? Your friends are there for you. I know my girlfriends, we take trips all the time. We go to Mexico, we went to Vegas, and we can talk to each other. We tell each other everything, even if it hurts. I remember I had my best friend, Lizette, who sat me down and was like, I don't think you changing career is a good thing. And she was crying, and she's like, I know you're gonna hate me for saying this, but I need to tell you. And I appreciate it, and I was open to the feedback, even though it wasn't something I wanted to hear. I was still open to the feedback. And but again, I allowed her to say her truth, and that's what friends do. Now with this particular friend, it's too much hurtful feelings on her end when it came to her past, and that's something we couldn't discuss. And I think that that's part of her, that's part of who she is, because these were questions that were asked constantly during this trip. Like, do you think he's gonna call? Do you think? And she was the one actually bringing up these questions. So if you know that you can't be talking about a certain person or certain feelings, then why are we friends anyways? So I had some time to reflect on the situation, and after almost 2 months of reflection, I feel like our friendship has come to a dead end. Now, it saddens me because we have a past and we have a history, and we really cared about each other. Can it be salvaged in the future? Maybe, but I think in order for that to happen, she would have to do a lot of work on herself. And I think starting with her self-mutilating, abusive, how do you say that in a polite way? Let's just say that she's not good to her body at this point, okay? And I think what I have lost respect in is how on social media she has a following, which is awesome, but the following are following her, and she's not being truthful with basically what people are following her for. With that said, they're thinking they're following her for a certain result, when she knows very well that her results are not pure and they're not honest. And I think she knows what I'm talking about if she ever sees this video. So, and it influences a lot of younger girls who are now seeing her video thinking that she's got the answers to, you know, body image and what a woman should look like. And I think it's so wrong in so many ways, but I didn't voice that when we were together just because I didn't want to add to the fire. There was already so much going on. I've also found that when we were together, there was some instant which she was degrading, you know, making fun of me for some stupid reasons, just kind of making me look less than or inferior. You know, for example, talking to people in public that we don't even know and just making me look like a fool, which is fine. That's just who she was. But I just felt like if you're my friend, you need to lift me up. You need to be supportive. I don't make fun of you that way, and you shouldn't make fun of me that way. So there was little incidents, red flags that just showed me that sometimes it was just one-sided, and I needed someone to be truthful. And I've experienced friendship, true friendship. And also during training, I got together with a friend of mine. Well, a friend of mine, I didn't know her. And if she's watching this, her name is Samantha. And we literally stayed together for an entire month. Like literally we were together every day studying. We were like two peas in a pod, if that's how they say it. And we became best of friends, literally, because I mean the whole training bonded us forever. And we were put in instances where it was awkward because there was some drama going on at one point. And this girl always had my back, like 24/7, was always there for me. No matter what people would say or how it was said, or if she was with me or not, she always had my back. And I think she taught me the value of friendship that I did not know even existed. And so, I mean, I really appreciated her, and I think it was an eye-opener for me. And then I said to myself, that's when I sat down and I said, you know what? This is what friendship is supposed to look like or feel like. You're not supposed to feel that, you know, someone's going to be making fun of you. you or demeaning you or not wanting the best for you. For example, when I started my channel, I'll never forget, I had something like 7 followers, and I was told from this other person, you're never gonna make it. Like, seriously, why are you even filming? What are you doing? And then come to find out that she's doing the same and looking forward to making money and whatnot. And I'm glad I was her role model, because now I have many followers and whatnot, and I'm, sharing a lot of myself and my knowledge to help others. But I feel like there was always a double standard. Like, what wasn't good for her or for me at the time is always good for her at the end. So a lot of things like that just kind of opened my eyes to, maybe that just wasn't meant to be. And I think I came to a crossroad where I'm at a crossroad right now where I need to make a decision. I can either make amends and forget it all and move forward, because that's what friends do, they forget and forgive, or call it a night and move on at this point, just because I'm not, it's not a give and take anymore. It's more of a take just because I'm here for her. I benefit from her presence, but she benefits from my, easygoing, let's enjoy life, let's travel kind of attitude. But I feel like I'm not getting anything from her, If anything, now I have to watch what I say. And I don't think that's the type of friendship that I want. So with that said, I'm sorry if I went and blabbed along for about 20 minutes. But I wanted to share with you guys what I'm going through right now and decisions that I have to make. At the end of the day, I know what's right for me. And I know what I'm going to do, because I'm like that. I just kind of... I need to look at what's good for me and also my children, because this person has stayed over and my kids have to face her demons that she's going through. And I don't even know if that's healthy at this point, because she could either influence them with that, or can make them say, hey, I would never do that. But the fact that it's in their faces also, I've tried, like I said, to help her, but this is something she needs to do for herself, and that's something I can't do. I can only accept her for who she is, which I did, but unfortunately, these issues are destroying her physically, all right? And also mentally, because if you're not eating properly, then how are you nourishing your brain? And I think there's so many issues here that I think I've just answered my question, that sometimes you can do so much for someone, but they have to do the work on themselves. So anyways, guys, if ever you know someone or you've lived this with anyone, could be a family member or a friend, and when you feel like, the friendship is over, let me know how that felt and what was your decision for ending that relationship, and was it valid, or is it something you regret? I know once I make that decision, I don't look back, just because I know what's good for me and I know my value and I know what I bring to the table. And so when there's no give and take anymore and it's only take, then I know that it's only one-sided and it's just not healthy for me anymore. So, and that person being so destructive about herself and her body, and now being destructive and aggressive with words and not appreciating friendships, I think that's when you know that it's not calling for forgiveness anymore. It's just something that you outgrew at this point. So, but let me know about your friendships and how you feel about that. And yeah, I would love to get your input. All right, guys.